Live.
Yes, please go ahead. Can we start now?
Okay to go, Fazala?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Okay. A very warm good evening to our valued parent fraternity of the kindergarten and the primary. Good evening to you, sir. And good evening to my colleagues too. At the outset, I thank each of you for joining us this Saturday evening. And I do appreciate your presence. The pandemic has sure created situations that have been beyond our control. And one glaring shortcoming, which we teachers have experienced the most, is the absence of our dear, chirpy students on the school campus. We do really miss their presence at school. We sure do hope and pray that the situation eases and we soon have all our faculty as well as our students on the school premises attending physical classes. We really do look forward to that. The staff, the students, as well as parents were very apprehensive initially when we set out with our online classes. That was at the start of the pandemic. And we all wondered whether we could do it. But today, with the support from our teachers, you, our parents, and of course from our ever ready to adapt students, the virtual classes are being implemented very smoothly. Well, parents, you are aware that we have conducted our exams, which ended shortly, some time ago. And beginning tomorrow, we will be releasing the papers. And after that, we will also be releasing the report cards. I'm sure you're all looking forward to receiving the progress made by your children, and they will be done systematically in due course. We, the team, are particularly pleased that we could offer a variety of learning experiences for our students and also engage them in a number of academic-related activities, such as storytelling sessions, recitations, jam or just a minute sessions, quizzes in varied subjects, symposiums, singing and dance presentations, art and craft experiences. And believe me, these are just a few to mention. Though we were faced with the challenge of conducting all these activities online, we did go ahead with it. And what a wonderful learning experience it has been for all our students. It is really very heartening to see our students bloom into very confident young speakers and very confident in everything that they do. And that is really very satisfying for us. We did face the challenge of online classes and we've done it well, thanks to our students too. Several schools recently have opened up, and our very own school, Indian School Wadi Kabir International, the Cambridge Wing 2, has started with their students coming to physical setup. And it is very encouraging to note that the parent community has been supportive of sending their wards to school, and rightly so, because I'm sure we will all agree that the best place is the physical setup. The physical setup as well as the ambience best promote lifelong learning in our students. And not only learning, but also very, very subtly, they help in developing the social, the physical, as well as the emotional skills in our very young ones. Our team is all geared to receive students for on-site classes, and that is keeping in line with the directives that we have received from the Board of Directors of the Indian Schools in Oman, in line with the local authorities. And hence the first circular that we sent to parents some time ago had all the details of us beginning with physical classes, as well as offering post-scholastic classes simultaneously, giving them a schedule. We had varied reactions from the parent community. Some of them were extremely happy that children would ultimately be in the physical setup and they would be normal schooling. Whereas we had another set of parents who were not really too very happy of sending their children to school. And however, when we started receiving a barrage of apprehensions, queries, requests from the parent fraternity, we reviewed the earlier schedule, and a new schedule and the timetables too have been mailed to you parents, and I'm sure you have received them and have gone through the details. The same, as you know, will be implemented with effect from tomorrow, that is the 10th of October, 2021. We are all set for this too, and we are confident that the new schedule will be implemented very smoothly. Today, this evening, we, the members of the team, are here to address you, to brief you on certain details, take a few of your questions, and discuss the apprehensions that cross your mind in connection with physical classes, and of course, functioning in varied areas. At the helm of the team is, of course, undoubtedly a very dynamic principal, Mr. D.N. Rao. Good evening to you once again, sir. And
Good
thank
evening.
you for joining us. And from here on, sir, the platform is yours. I'd like you and request you to kindly address the parents.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. A very good evening to my dear parents and the children and my dear staff. Let me wish you happy Navratri celebrations. This Dasara gives a clear message to all of us. That's the victory of good over evil. This is an example that no matter how strong the evil becomes, at the end, the victory will be of good. The whole world suffered due to COVID-19, and ISWK community has no exception. With a lot of support from the parents and dedicated staff members, school management, and teachers, we could overcome even the day when we switched over from physical classes to online classes. And maybe initially for a few days we were struggling how to adopt new technologies, new methods, how to engage students, how best we can impart our education without any hassle. And by God's grace, with all your support, we could successfully completed one academic year, and even we could declare the results of class 10 and class 12 much better performance. As always, the ISWK used to have wonderful academic results. Even this year too, we got even Gulf level. You know, GCC countries, we have roughly around 200 CBSE schools, and our academic performance is at par and even better than them as usual. Now, today, the success story of ISWK is because of the wonderful parents and dedicated efforts of teachers and dynamic and vibrant, adaptable student community. So now coming to the main point, when the whole world is getting ready for reopening the schools with either physical classes, I think some of you might have seen in India, every state, either the state boards or central boards or even international schools, everybody started opening either completely physical classes or the hybrid classes. Maybe very few classes are continuing online classes. So considering this situation, and in Oman, we also received instructions from Ministry of Education that after opening the schools in Oman, but of course, our schools come under like high density schools compared to the Oman government schools or other international schools. So they asked Board of Directors of Indian schools to prepare modalities of running the school, safeguarding the interest of the parents, students, and the school. So they asked us to give some preparedness from each school. We all have submitted our documents and our standard operating procedures. After scrutinizing everything, they also conveyed the message. It's time to start our, again, reopening the schools for physical presence. But again, the question comes, how do we reopen the schools? Can we reopen the school at a time for all or go by phase-wise? That's the question actually arises in everybody's mind. And we had a meeting with the principals of Indian schools in Oman and even with board of directors. Then we all decided in phase-wise we will be starting our schools. Instead of at one go, we will start first maybe senior classes where the students are going to write board examinations, class 10 and class 12. Observe some few days. Try to give confidence to the parents or to students that there is no danger of attending the school. And once we are successful in that, maybe phase-wise, we will be opening the school for other classes also. And after receiving these instructions, ISWK management or ISWK school administration, principal or vice principals, teachers, everybody, we had a meeting. And then we decided, let's take a little more risk of extending our hours, saying that no child should be left over without any proper education. Because today, IT infrastructure, if you take internet connectivity or any other, most of the Indian schools do not have capability of reaching to thousands of students simultaneously from school premises. Suppose if I take Wadi Kabir school, if you take a primary school or main school, each school, each building has got roughly around 100 teachers to work simultaneously. If 100 teachers who come to interview the internet, their speed will drastically come down and they will not be able to run the online classes. So that was the first hurdle or obstacle which we faced. Then in that case, how do we go about controlling the students? Because we received instructions from the Board of Directors of Indian Schools, our Ministry of Education, class strength in a classroom of our size, not more than 24 students. So, but our classes, our sections, each section has around 40, 41, 42, 43 students roughly in each section. It varies from section to section. So therefore, we designed a schedule. Okay, let's first have morning schedule at school premises and afternoon schedule at online premises. So since we cannot run simultaneously all, and we should circular accordingly, so that when students are attending physical classes at morning, the students at home should not be idle. So therefore, morning time, the students who are at home, they will attend co-scholastic classes. And evening time, when they are attending online classes, academic classes, so this other batch will be attending the co-scholastic activity. That's what our plan. After deciding and making arrangements and then made schedules and circulated, as Sashi Madam mentioned, we are in receipt of good number of emails. Some of the parents are not happy about the timings, prolonged hours. Actually, I wanted to clearly explain to you. We do not mean that child should spend time in front of the computer from morning 7 to evening 4 o'clock. Particularly, our academic classes will continue as it is as usual like earlier. Then co-scholastic activities, If they are from, for example, if the circular says from 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock, during that time, we will have classes like art, music, dance, aerobics, yoga, physical education, like that. As per the choice of the student, they will be attending the classes. This is what our thinking. And there will be no student attending all the classes, because we used to have art, music, dance as a alternative. If some student prefers to go to art, they will not be able to go for music or dance. Like that we used to have earlier. But however, after issuing that circular, we all got, okay, parents, first time we got good number of mails from the parents expressing their displeasure about the arrangements made. Then we took this initiative or this information to the school management committee, and we also discussed among our staff members or the school administration, all the vice principals, principal. Then what can we do? And then now, after that, we tried our level best to, if we can upgrade our internet and if we can change our cabling in the school so that optical fiber we can have it, so that we will be able to have, without any technical glitch, any trouble, we will be able to run the classes. This is what actually we started debating or discussing. And at the end, and to some extent to tell you, tomorrow we are going to open class 10 and class 12 at our school premises. Tomorrow morning, we are going to open our school premises for hybrid classes. During this hybrid classes, now as usual, we made batches, 2 batches, each section, batch 1, batch 2. When batch 1 is attending at school, batch 2 will be simultaneously attending from home. There is no evening classes at all, as per our circular mention says. So we have given a circular to the senior school students and parents, saying that your ward will be attending the classes from 7:10 to 2:15. That's what actually our pre-COVID timings. So therefore, after 2:15 p.m., there will not be any classes from school side. Maybe as per the time availability, you can take call maybe on attending your tuition classes or any other trainings and all. It's all up to you. But from school side, from 7:10 to 2:30, what all school offers, like scholastic, like 5 subjects which we have, plus even non-academic activities also we are going to offer. So this is what now we are making arrangement from tomorrow. So again, we are going to follow the COVID protocols. In fact, tomorrow we are going to take the videos and photographs of our reopening of 10th and 12th. We will store it our school drive, and we will share it to you, link. You all can see that images and all, how things are going on. Okay, so based on the experience of this, and also now we have also discussed that why only 10th and 12th, why not entire school have pre-COVID timings, so that school can offer both scholastic and non-scholastic subjects at one go. Now earlier, again, we used to have certain mails, so why there is a gap between these two? Morning, why can't you continue like senior school is having it? So it is like, people all say, one size do not fit to all. Like that, the schedules, what fits to KG may not fits to primary. What fits to primary may not fit to even senior school. So it all depending upon the learning volumes, or depending upon our this one. So then we all decided, let's accept now KG from class 1 to class 12. Let's go back to our pre-COVID timings. Even in case, suppose if we are able to run and no cases are coming up, and slowly children also develop, herd immunity, and then, start learning more, then things are favorable to us. over a period of time, that's what we mentioned in primary circular also, while giving the revised schedule timings. So till we get back to you, until we get the positive response from the parents, even I think the last 2 days, we are getting some mails, sir, better to start primary also online. So we are actually keen on starting even KG, primary, entire school, but not at one go, in phase wise, so that we want to build the trust and confidence in every stakeholder of the school. So therefore, here maybe what I'm trying to tell you all, not to be panic. And if there is something that the decision has taken from the school side, in the interest of a large community, it's not one. Only my request to all the staff or even parents, try to align to school, but not ask the school to align to the students or individual requirements. Because if we have, for example, at our primary, roughly around 3,000 students we have. It's impossible for a school to align to the individual needs or individual preferences. We will consider, or we have been considering, and we will consider at a large extent which is going to be beneficial to the children. And for the last 18 months, full-fledged education is not taking place. Truly speaking, believe it or not, as Madam mentioned, that we are missing our children at our school, their healthy smile. And to tell you openly, I used to tell to my staff many times, till recent past, till April 2021, I hardly remember when I visited doctor. I did not go to hospital. So that, my health is depending upon like how we mingle with our students and staff and engage themselves and engage myself in learning activities. So, the healthy atmosphere at school. So unfortunately, in the month of April, even I got affected with COVID. We also suffered, but by God's grace, with all your blessings, with all your prayers, I have come back to again my, serving the ISWK. So what I'm trying to convey to you is, maybe tomorrow onwards when we are starting our classes with revised schedule, don't be panic. I think if one can showcase our timetable, the primary timetable, which Deepa Madam has prepared, class timetable. Can we have, is it possible to showcase that timetable sharing?
Deepa, can you help us in this regard? Fazala, kindly give access to Deepa.
Given, ma'am.
Yeah, let's showcase the class timetable to the parents. So starting from 1 to 5, so that they get an idea of how the breaks are given after every 2 periods, and then making them comfortable. Both the students at school premises, students at home, both are going to be comfortable. And again, it's not going to be too long hours. Particularly now, children who are coming to school and the staff who are going to teach hybrid classes, they are not going to have screen time effect. Only screen time effect is going to be for the children who are attending online classes from home. Little compared to the earlier, but otherwise it's going to be slowly, because we have experimented. Luckily, again, hats off to our school management, their forward thinking and implementation. Hello, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
So,
Sylvia.
yes. Here is the screen, sir, with the timetable. Can you all see this?
Yes, this is our timings now, 7:30 a.m. to 7:45. Prayer assembly it is. 7:45 to 8:30 is first period. and 8:35 to 9:15 second period, and 9:15 to 9:45 break. So there the children can have some sort of small breakfast, if at all, if they are not having before starting the class. Maybe better suggestible is before starting the class. And one more point we want to request our parents, make the child as if they are attending the school, physically, like uniform and all. Even at home, when they are attending classes, we would like to see all the children with uniform. Okay, before 7:30, let them take some glass of milk or something, or some solid breakfast or some bread or something. Then get ready for the school with a true spirit, and then join. And during this break time, you can have some more additional breakfast or second dose of something to give energy. And then another 2 periods we have, 9:45 to 10:30 and 10:35 to 11:15. And then again there is a break of 10 minutes. Again we have 2 periods. Totally, out of 6 periods which we have, usually we have at primary level 4 core subjects: English, Maths, EVS, second language. So other 2 periods will be used for our co-scholastic activities with a permutation and combinations. Deepa ma'am, can I see that class-wise timetable also?
Yes, sir.
After every class, we have a 5-minute break also, so that children can move around. They
Correct.
can stretch, have a glass of water, and come back to.
This is a one class timetable sample. And this Deepa ma'am, which you prepared, 1A,
Yes, sir.
1B, 1C, like that. Can you just show me that?
Okay, sir.
Yes. Can you just enlarge it? Little. Make it 75.
Is it fine, sir? Or you
Yeah,
want
fine,
to
fine.
large more?
Fine. So if you just see here also, 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E, like that for all classes. Can you just scroll it down? Slowly,
classes.
slowly you can show it up to class 5, so that in the meeting or in the live stream, all the parents may be there from classes 1 to 5. Let them see also this. So for all 5 working days, we planned our schedule.
For class 2.
Yeah, this is for class 2. For example,
For class 3.
Just hold on this here. For example, if you take here, for example, 3rd class, on Sunday, you have 3rd E, English, Hindi, Maths, computers, and this is a second language, and then yoga. Again, we have, suppose the next day, dance in another period. So another period we have music. So we are going to cover almost of all what all the school used to offer during pre-COVID period. So therefore, there will not be any loss. So this hybrid class, for example, from tomorrow onwards, even for primary, we are having only online classes. So during this online classes, the schedule is going to be from morning 7:30 to 1 o'clock. Okay. And if this schedule settles down, after a few days, maybe, for example, we'll also come back to you once again, maybe the form of a Google form or something, taking your consent, how to go about. Now we have already started 10th and 12th. From 3rd November onwards, we are going to start 9th and 11th. So from 3rd November onwards in a school, we are going to have 9th to 12th students. So after that, maybe before we break for our winter vacation, we will give you a Google form. How many of you are really interested in sending the children to school and all? Even if there is a 30%, 40%, whatever the percentage of the students or parents are interested to come to school, we wanted to start just like to the senior school, a hybrid classes. For example, if there is a class 1A, from 1A out of the 40 children, say for example, say 20 children are interested or 15 children are interested. So they will be coming to school, teacher will be also teaching from the school instead of from home. So therefore, the other children gradually, slowly, they also get, out of that fear. So therefore, in course of time, at least if we can do like this, by the end of March, we all will come out of the fear of this COVID. The next academic year can start happily with just like pre-COVID, how we have it. That's our idea. So here, nothing to have any worry about your timetables. Now, maybe after 10, 15 days, based on our current schedule, we will also ask your feedback. What went wrong? What is good? So that feedback also we can work it out. Then we will share that feedback like this one webinar or one workshop with you. Maybe if you want, we'll go by class-wise interaction so that where you can also ask questions to us directly, face-to-face interview and all, because when we are addressing from 1 to 5, it may not be possible for us to take each and every question with person. That's why we arranged this webinar. But definitely, after working with tomorrow onwards with the schedule for about 15 days, so we will also come back to you with one Google form. Okay, what all feedback we are going to get. Based on the feedback, again, we can think on that. But under any circumstances, we are not thinking in taking back this schedule, which is already circulated to all of you, because we have to make our people also strong, our teaching learning process also effective. Thank you, Deepa. You can stop sharing, no problem. And coming back to our other things, since I mentioned our winter break is going to be from 16th December to, actually last working day, 16th December, and vacation start from 17th December 2021. And then school reopens for students on 16th January. So earlier, it used to be somewhere around 9th January. Since most of the parents and most of the staff and most of the students did not visit India, hometown, so we thought, let's give another 1 week time so that they can go and come back. So that's how the school administration planned about the winter vacation plan. Another one, maybe I just wanted to give you small inputs on. First time the school, Indian School Wadi Kabir, is now organizing a global event, Avanir. The Avanir is the program which is trying to showcase higher education opportunities. After class 12, which university we have to join, and which course we can do better, and which is offering better scholarships, better campus life, better placements. So there are all various questions everybody used to have it. And Board of Directors of Indian Schools started an initiative starting this higher education fair, naming it as Avanir. And based on the year, they call it as Avanir 2018, Avanir 2020, Avanir 2021. This is the 4th edition. First 3 editions, 18, 19, 20, these are all only confined to Oman, Indian schools in Oman. But since we are going to conduct virtual, why do we confine to only Oman? We are now extending our helping hand to all the GCC countries' schools. Roughly around 200 CBSE schools are there, but it's not only CBSE schools alone. Any school, child, maybe CBSE, maybe Cambridge, maybe IB, maybe other board. So anybody can join this Avanir program. And for this Avanir program, roughly around 50 to 55 universities are going to come from all over the world. Another one, Around 60 motivational speakers are going to speak on various motivational topics. So invitation is extended to all Indian schools in Oman, plus Omani schools and other international schools, all the schools in Gulf countries, India, and even Southeast Asian countries like Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam, Japan, etc. So we wanted your blessings and your cooperation, 100% cooperation in making this our first attempt to make it a global event, so that our Indian school Wadi Kabir will be known to many people, and the highest benefit will come to the parents and students. My request, if you have your friends or your relatives, either at hometown or here, you all can share. Maybe we will also share some flyers or some circulars on this, or a registration link. You can also share this to your network, wherever your offices or in your business establishments, anyone. If you come across your friend having a child who is really looking forward for higher education opportunities, you can share this information. So while opening this our school tomorrow, 10th and 12th, maybe after that we will share these pictures and videos also. We are now trying to focus on following all possible COVID-19 protocols issued by the Ministry of Health and Supreme Committee, and we will see, our children are under a safe environment. So that's what I have from my side. If you all have any other questions, feel free to post your question in Q&A. There is a feature in that. In that Q&A part of it, you can write your questions so that we can take your questions and answer it.
Thank you, sir, for those very assuring, encouraging, and inspiring words. It clearly demonstrates to all of us for sure what the school has been doing all this while. It's given us a clear update and definitely also opened up a clear idea of what the future plan of the school is in the months to follow. If I am to share a small experience of mine, it only happened yesterday with parents. You clearly mentioned, sir, that we are all waiting so eagerly to welcome our students to school. Well, I was in Lulu Hypermarket yesterday, and I had two little children that came over to me, all in masks, and they clearly wished me so, in such a sweet manner. And I said, wow, I really missed that. And then I said, so how are you? They said, we are fine, sir. I said, so what can I do for you? So we want to ask you a question. And then what is that? So when is school going to open? Now, these are words coming out in such an innocent manner from those little children who clearly have been missing school for the last 1.5 years. And it's really so touching. All I could tell them is pray that COVID-19 goes away, and definitely we will open school soon for you, and all will be fine and well, not to worry. They were pretty happy and they left. And this is not the first case. We've had few cases in the past as well, where children have been interacting with me, invariably in the malls, because that's the best place to meet it. However, as we've come forward and met today, dear parents, and with the basic intention was to update you, as sir has given you a very elaborate idea of what the plans are. We will go ahead and interact with you, and let us begin with taking a poll question. And to do that, I welcome our EVS Academic Coordinator, Mrs. Ambika Padmanabhan, who's going to guide you through that session. Ambika, ma'am, please.
Thank you, Shyam. Go ahead, Ambika.
Yeah. When the customer is satisfied and everyone is happy, the job is not finished. Improvements based on feedback must be looked for and worked on. Dear parents, before we begin the question and answer session, we would like to launch the poll to receive your feedback on your choice of sessions. The poll is launched.
You can tell them what they have to do in that poll.
Yeah, the question is, life during the COVID-19 pandemic had been difficult for parents and children alike. We are slowly seeing an increasing number of children returning to the classroom in various parts of the globe. The return to school is an important and hopefully a welcome step. What is your choice for your kids? Do you opt for physical sessions in school, online sessions from home, or do you wish hybrid sessions? You can choose any one of the option and submit. We have started getting responses.
Very good. But the parents who are watching this through live stream, they may not be able to follow, no?
Yes, sir. Only those who have joined the webinar here will be able to submit it.
Okay. I think there are 54 parents.
We have received around 39 as of now.
Yeah, now we
The
got
parents are
43.
waiting for your responses. Forty-four of them have answered.
45.
Very few are there. Probably they are confused which one to opt.
Yeah, I think there are another 8 parents are there. So they need to click. Yes, I think now it has come down to 7. There are another 7 parents. They may not be identifying there is a poll area. Good, but that actually, Ambika ma'am,
Yes, sir.
this poll really depicts or conveys the message. Though you have given a 3 questions, so there, first 2 questions are part of the third question.
Yes.
Okay, so 38% they want to come for physical presence, and maybe that again percentage keep on changing now. 51 out of 55. Okay, let's see that another 4 people are there. Okay, another 5 people are there. 91% of people have already given voting.
Okay, now just 5 more parents have to select. Okay, I
Yes.
think if you're joining the meeting now, once we launch the poll, I think the attendance is increasing.
Wow, good. I think their parents might not have expected this type of this one, but next time onwards, we will have some sort of feedback like this, so that, we will get completely picture of the pulse of, what we are doing, how we are doing. And what I say is,
30 parents watching on YouTube, sir.
yeah, how many?
230.
Very good. Now, if you see here, surprisingly, physical session percentage is higher than online and hybrid. So sometimes what happens, it happens like this. So we only hear, where we certain part of it, that may not be the version of the entire parent sector. So what we mean to say, we will continue our online classes sometime, and then we are not going to force any parent to send their children against the danger. We will invite the parents to send the children if they are satisfied. Otherwise, they can keep the children at home. We can also conduct the hybrid classes as long as the parent and the child is comfortable. Maybe we can continue this hybrid classes. So we all need to go with the wind. Okay. Now, I think some of you might have seen in our India, some of the TV channels, they started giving one wonderful advertisement with the elephant. Some of you might have seen that. So there is a big elephant entered the house, and then they all started saying that go. And it almost has gone out of 90%. Only the tail is there. Like that. Now COVID situation also same. So COVID also like that, only some percentage is there, and with a strong willpower, and all the parents, children, schools, staff, teachers, management, everyone, if they join hands together, I think we will come out of this danger. So I think we can end the poll here. So maybe only 2 parents left over. But even then now, as I told you, physical sessions are going to be better than online. Online sessions are going to be better for hybrid. But I can take now 26 plus 36 plus 38, altogether 95% are opting for hybrid.
The results are released, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ambika ma'am. That clearly gives us an understanding of what parents are thinking as of now. However, we cannot say, they are wrong or they are right. We are all in a situation where currently there are, different storms of, thoughts always clouding our minds as to which way to go and what is to be done. Can't blame anybody. That's the human tendency. All we can do is support each other, hold each other's hands, move together. But that is what creates, humanity, brotherhood, as well as safety for each other in a world that is open to so much of dangers. And we are always there to protect our children. And parents, as was mentioned earlier, we will now come to the Q&A session. We've met to learn what your apprehensions are. So if you do have queries, you have any questions that you would like to put forward to the principal and to the team, we'll definitely do our best to answer them to the best of our ability. Definitely, let's not forget, it is for the interest of the school and our children. So.
Yeah, Shansha, there are 2 questions now. First 2 questions with regards to transport.
Right, sir.
I can see that.
Yes. Yes, we already called all the transport service providers. There are 4 service providers. We told them, now all these 18 months you are at great loss. At least, school could run online classes, and then, at least we are running the system now. But there, the transport system is totally at collapse now. They are all at halt. So the moment I told them that we are going to open the school phase-wise, they also felt very happy. They also expressed, sir, we will follow the protocols of COVID-19. And we will be giving you 1 child per 1 seat. And also at each and every trip, they're going to sanitize the bus. But that part now, exactly, I will not be able to promise from my side, because I'm not the owner of that bus, or we are not actually having the ownership on running the buses. But we already clearly indicated to the transport service providers, school is going to start gradually. And now currently we are going to have 10th and 12th students, and over a period of time 9th and 11th also joins. So we are already making arrangements for transport. So all the parents are requested to contact the transport service providers as and when. For example, in case of primary, when we declare there is a hybrid class, children can come to school. Again, we will issue some circular to the transport service providers and parents. You can do that. Right now, the students and parents of class 10 and 12, they can approach to this one. What I'm trying to tell you, maybe we can take one more question, Ambika, maybe in the poll side. Is it right, which is going to be preferable? Making 15 days time for each batch to come to school, or 1 month time? Suppose batch 1 comes for 15 days, batch 2 comes for next 15 days. This is what present thinking and present circular has gone. So now, for classes 1 to 5 and 6 to 8 up to 8th class, online classes we are going to continue for further period till the parents children get confidence how the school is running for 10th and 12th and 9th and 11th. So, for example, even if we want, maybe we can also have a Google Sheet, but if not, poll is not possible now, we can have a Google form later on. We can give options to the parents. So is it worth keeping the children, one batch children for 1 month, so that the transport arrangement becomes easy? Because transport also will collect some fee, So if they can arrange the transport for 1 month, batch 1 can arrange for 1 month, batch 2 can arrange again 1 month. Like that it can go alternatively. So we will see that what is going to work for us. But definitely transport is going to run, but preferably initially for few days, let the parents, if there is a possibility, either mother or father who can drop the children, and so that when you come to school, you also get some confidence. Oh, my child is going to be a safe place now. And after that, after once children come back to home, ask them, what is your experience? How did you feel? Is it happy or safe or unsafe environment in the school? Are you really enjoying it? How things are going on? So these are all possible from your side. So transport arrangements, like earlier we have one, parents can drop. Second, the school buses will run, but that you all have to, because we don't have much connection here. Parents, they may be knowing that transport number. Maybe if possible, before even we open for primary, we will give the transport numbers also to you all. You can contact them. And the third one, unauthorized transport, particularly like cars, that try to avoid, because police will not be able to help you. School also will not be able to help you. So you have a choice only. Either parent can drop or school buses. That may be better choice, because if there is something any untoward incident, we can address to that systematically, and we will have something authorized way of addressing this issue from either from ROB side or ministry side, school side, parent side. But if there is unauthorized transport, like earlier, good number of cars used to come for picking up the children and all, that may not be possible. Call is yours.
Thank you, sir, for that clarification.
Yes, sir, we have a concern from a parent who's voiced it in the Q&A box. The parent says that if you start class physically after the winter vacation, we are in India currently, how will we be able to attend online classes after the winter vacation?
Good question. Probably today it is too early for me to answer that question, but anyhow, if things go well and if you can travel back to Muscat as early as possible, that would be better. Maybe after winter vacation, since I already declared the dates, 16th January we are going to open. By the time, if you can come, better. No, if you already completely relocated to India, you don't want to come back after this academic year, and there are such parents, you can continue our online classes, hybrid classes, which we have up to the end of this academic year. Okay. But however, so if you are a parent having a chance to come back to Muscat, and then you are the parent in Muscat, the children, they definitely prefer to come to school. If you ask them, because they will be missing their friends, they'll be missing their playground, they'll be missing their activities. So if you want to have holistic development, all-round development, which we call it as, better to come to school, which we missed for last 18 months. Because we don't know sometimes if child says, ma'am, my laptop has problem, I can't open my video, I can't even speak to you. There is only message through chat box, no microphone working, no camera working. We don't know whether the child is really listening or not. So preferably, once the hybrid classes started or physical classes started, pay a visit to the school parent. And then if you are satisfied, start sending it. And all those parents who are all in India and not in a position to come back due to the medical reasons and other reasons, yes, we are here to help you. But if there is a reason, without any reason, that you want to only attend from India, I think maximum I can give you chances up to March. Afterwards, no.
Once again, thank you, sir. We have Mr. Sampath who asks this question. If classes are on site, he says, is the classroom going to be half empty? Then the kids' temperature check and all, and the mask also for the primary kids will also be followed.
Actually, as per the Supreme Committee or Ministry of Health guidelines, primary children need not have a mask. Having mask is a choice of the student or parent. Okay. For primary classes, we will not make it mandatory. However, for higher classes, it is mandatory. Though they are vaccinated, so we are going to make the mask is a mandatory for them. And also all classrooms are ventilated. Earlier classroom used to have accommodation up to 40 odd children. Now we are going to have exactly half of it maximum. So definitely there is enough empty space to move around without touching any other one. Yes.
Thank you, sir. So there's a special request from a parent here who says, request you that whenever the physical class is open for the primary, kindly keep the timings same as it is right now, which is 7:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. with all the classes completing by 1 p.m. and no classes beyond 1 p.m. That's a request from the parents, sir.
I think that credit goes to that parent now. She could read my mind. It is exactly that same intention that we have changed it. At least, let's move out of that COVID timings, because we don't want to hear more about COVID, that one. So let's now say that school. And then definitely we are going to keep the same timings, and there is no change will be there. No change.
In fact, we worked on the timetable too, sir, in the same way that it will continue.
Yes, ma'am. It will continue till the end of this academic year. And the timings will be even next academic year also, we are going to keep more or less same.
Once again, thank you, sir. This next question has been asked. Actually, the name of the parent is not visible. It says anonymous attendee. However, I think a part of this question you've already answered in your talk initially. The parent says, dear sir, when all other schools like the Omani schools and even Indian schools have started physical classes, why is ISWK still behind in taking a decision of starting the classes physically?
Good question. See, there is each school is different, and definitely, as I mentioned in my earlier remarks or any earlier message, this one, our schools come under high density schools, particularly Wadi Kabir and Muscat, Indian school Muscat. Other schools may be little less again, but all Indian schools more or less in a classroom 40-45. But whereas like Oman government schools or other international schools are having less strength. For example, if you take our own Indian school, Wadi Kabir International, we already started our physical classes from 26th September. So we are much ahead of it. Okay. And apart from that, along with other schools. But when it comes to the high density school like CBSE school, ISWK, we wanted to go with the other Indian schools. All the Indian schools under the BOD are starting from tomorrow. And also, for example, if you take, when we mentioned, because it's not a competition or something like that, other schools, Indian schools now, they only are concentrating on 12th now, tomorrow. But Wadi Kabir has taken one more class also to open it, 10th and 12th. So, and also within, in fact, since we are organizing Avanir, we do not want to have heavy load on the staff. Otherwise, we would have started from 9th to 12th. So after the Avanir is going to complete by 31st October. And from 3rd November onwards, we are going to start classes for 9th and 11th also. So from 3rd November onwards, in school premises, you will have 9th to 12th. So it's not like staying behind or any other reason. No. We wanted to make sure everything is in place, then start. Otherwise, it is very easy. Immediately today, it comes to, once it comes to social media like WhatsApp, this is not there in the Wadi Kabir school. It goes viral. We don't want that type of negative talk, because the whole world is trying to look into positively to open the schools, give good experience to children, and definitely the teaching learning process is a little bit difficult. Though within few days, our teachers could adopt new technologies and then start teaching in front of the parents and in front of the everybody, and that's a really entire credit goes to the staff and teachers and my vice principals, coordinators, supervisors. So because of their hard work, maybe most of the people may be thinking that, but to plan in each lesson, they need to work at a back end to make a PowerPoint presentation or worksheet or lesson plan or storyboard. So they have to work. Most of the staff, including principals, start working from morning 5 o'clock to night 11 o'clock.
Thank you, sir. We have Mr. Ganesh K saying, "Hi, sir. When is the physical classes for KG1 expected to begin?"
In fact, if that circulars, that emails would not have come from the parents, we would have started our KG classes also as early as possible, because that's the one area where personally I am not okay with the online classes. Though online classes are going on well, but for a limited time, maybe for 1.5 hours, 2 hours. But I wanted to invite, if the parents are ready, as early as possible, I want to invite the KG1 and KG2. Even maybe from November onwards, first November or 3rd November onwards, we can invite, if at all, if the parents are ready. That's why what I'm trying to tell you all, let's observe first this October month with the 10th to 12th, and then maybe in course of time, we will invite you, the parents, to primary and KG as an open day. You can come and see the premises and our arrangements and interact with our teachers. Then, if you are able to get that confidence, as my child is going to learn and is safe environment, then you start sending it. Maybe we will again, that's what I told you, we will again come back to you in the form of a Google form, or maybe just like the poll which we have it. Then based on that, we will open the classes for primary and KG. Today, I'm not going to declare a date because I need to discuss with my team. But we are ready to open classes.
Thank you, sir.
Particularly, for higher class children, they are able to hook on to online classes easily by clicking the link and all. But in case of KG children, KG1, KG2, parents need to be there and then take some time to tune them and then start the classes. But now, there also it's a limited time. But if they are coming, because when I visited Finland, there I asked that, whole world speaks about Finland education. Then I strongly decided, let me go and visit this Finland and then observe that. So we were there for about 10 days in Finland and then observed each school education. And then what I found is their preschool education is very, very strong, KG1, KG2 area. And they are allowed to even climb with the help of ropes, rock climbing, whatnot. People say mind development and confidence development and memory development will be more in the age group of, say, up to 6 to 7 years. So therefore, I am also trying now at Wadi Kabir, maybe in days to come, if COVID would not have been there, a lot of infrastructural development would have been there, but COVID affected badly. So therefore, I'm now going to take some time. As per my plan, what I wanted to do for our ISWK, now it is going to extend another 2 years. So, but definitely it is going to be there. Maybe we can compete with the world. That's what I can tell you. We can compete with the world in any education.
Thank you so much, sir. There's another parent asking this question about sports coaching. She says, when will school start coaching students physically? in school?
Good. Right now, we are concentrating on this hybrid classes for 10th and 12th. Maybe from once they come to school, hybrid classes. For example, if I open 9th to 12th, I'm opening hybrid classes. So they will be given a chance to play in a playground or primary, like we have academy, ISWK Academy. So we are going to open our academy for all games coaching, even cricket, basketball, all the games like football, everything, whatever the school is offering, all those things will open from most probably from November onwards. And if there are some parents or children, they say, sir, my child will not come to the school, for they will only attend online classes, but they want to come and play, then that may not go well.
So we have another question here, which, of course, with salutations, good evening to you. And it asks whether the PE classes will be conducted on the school grounds or within the confined classrooms.
Very good question. I think the parent deserves appreciation from all of us. We are going to have games outside now, ground, subject to the heat and temperature outside. But we are going to have within the school premises. Definitely will take the children outside the classroom under the supervision of one particular teacher, maximum 24 children. If the number of children are more, they will be taken another group. That group will be given to another teacher. So like this, I think across Oman, if you take it, Indian schools in Oman, Wadi Kabir school is the one which has got highest number of physical education teachers. We have, for every game, one expert is there. So we are going to give that personalized coaching to the children even during the school hours with this 24. So definitely it is outside the school, and we'll take all, again, precautionary measures.
Thank you once again, sir. We have this recommendation or a suggestion that has come. It says that, sir, batches should be for 1 month as the transporter charges for 1 month rather than the number of days a student sits in the bus.
That's true. That's what even I got a doubt. Making a 1 month contract will be much better than 15 days making contract. So I will discuss with the transporters also if they are open to reduce that, for example, 1 month if they collect say 20 riyal, if they reduce for 15 days 10 riyal, I think that can go well. No, if that they are not ready to reduce and then they want to go by the same thing, then we will go by making one month batch. So regarding that, maybe today it is too early for me to declare a decision, but definitely we will work out on that.
Thank you, sir. And there are two observations on the same lines. One says, if the mask is not mandatory, does it not increase the risk? And also, as a suggestion, it says masks need to be mandatory as there are many instances where cases are registered in the buildings where the kids were the transmitters.
Yeah, I do agree. Earlier, when the vaccination is at lower level, see, for example, now in this process, I am in regular touch with the various hospitals like Badr al-Sama or Apollo or any other hospital. They say, sir, COVID cases has come down drastically. Today, admitted cases are almost zero. So when the peak stage was there, that was the case. But even now, since we are going to have 24 students in the class, instruct your students or your children not to touch anyone. And they can just move around in their classroom and we will make all possible ventilation arrangements and all. They will play. But so far, for example, Indian School Wadi Kabir International, we have around 450 children. We also started hybrid classes there. Roughly 300 children are coming every day to school. But till today, from 26 September, not even one case has come. Similarly, Omani schools are there. Can you see any in the newspaper any case has registered? No. So therefore, first let's come out of that phobia. If there, it all depends upon again. If there are some symptoms at home, children are having little temperature, cough or cold, or if there is somebody already in the family suffering with COVID, don't send the children to school. This is what my humble request. So that we can bring this pandemic situation or COVID to zero level.
Thank you, sir. We have a parent, Mr. Pasha. It's a little unclear what he's trying to ask, but let me try and understand it in the best way possible. He says, thank you very much, sir, for such a connect session. It really helps us parents. The question is, if we start classroom sessions, he's saying, I would request the teachers to assess the students before going on into putting them into a full, session of classes altogether. Probably he's a little worried with the pressure, I guess.
Maybe. Not to worry about it. We are in that process. We will never, go for overriding on children or imposing something on the children. And just now they completed their half-yearly examinations. And now they are going to release the results even tomorrow. So even when we start our physical classes, we start when we start our vehicle, we don't start our vehicle with the 100 speed, no? So gradually we increase the speed. Similarly here also, classes also will go on like that. We'll try to understand the problems of the parents, understand the problems of the children, then take it little more step-by-step procedure. And then at the end of it, my only wish is we all will successfully come out of this fear of, because 18 months fear, dreadful fear, and so most of our families lost the people, either friends or relatives. So looking at that still there is a possibility of having that fear, but only through this session, I want to convey that before making a decision to send the child to the school, make a visit by yourself. And then interact with the principal or vice principal or coordinators, anyone in the school, then take a decision. Yes, I can send my child to school.
So may I just add a point here to this particular observation?
Yes.
Sir, the apprehension that you have with regard to teachers pushing on or going ahead with the portion, I just like to keep you informed that even when we switch now from a 3-period to a 6-period module for our schedule beginning tomorrow, we did review the syllabus completely, and wherever we thought we needed to make modifications or adjustments, we have done that now too. So I assure you that it will not be a push or a completion of syllabus kind of a running through the portion and the syllabus. We do review the syllabus from time to time, and as required, do modify it. So that is an assurance from our end, sir.
Good.
Thank you.
So there's a parent who is attending on YouTube, and there's a query from them.
Okay.
There are 2 children who are studying in primary, and it is with concerning the gadgets. So how will they manage with the gadgets? That is the concern they are having.
School may not be able to help in any way. We can't change the schedules. Maybe parent has to buy one more gadget and, address that issue. Or still if there is a problem, maybe let the parent can approach me. We'll find out the way we can help them.
Thank you, sir.
Because of the last 1 year, most of the parents might have purchased one or the other device for the child to attend the online classes. And there is one question has come, if the child has conditions like cold, allergies and all, can they continue classes up to March? If that is chronic, you need to find out some solution from medical side. But if you are okay with that, we don't have any objection. But when all the class children are coming to school, your child also feel like to come to school. Maybe, I'm not actually suggesting any. So there are various treatments like homeopathy or allopathy or Ayurvedam or so many. So find out some corrective measure, and when the child is fit to come to school, send them to school.
Thank you, sir. I would very much want to read this observation from a parent, because truly our teachers do deserve it. And the parent says, I really appreciate the school management to upgrade school infrastructure and the teachers to adapt to the ever-changing situations and supporting the students. Thank you, parent. That is a very welcome appreciation and most deserved too. Thank you. Sean, sir, you may take the next
Let me take this opportunity.
Yes, sir.
Let me take this opportunity to just explain. So after hearing so many, opinions from everybody, receiving emails, and most of them stepped into my shoes, how to run the school also. Then also now, then how do we come across this possible solution, making the school, making everybody happy, parents happy, teachers happy, students happy. Of course, principal may be happy or unhappy, that is okay, different issue. Then we requested all our staff to come to school one day. Come on, just join the meeting from various rooms and see the speed level, how much speed is there. We experimented, and then we called our Uredu services, our services. How do we come across that, overcome this problem and all. So then finally, like a child, we do trial and error method. We made all trial and error methods could succeed successfully at the main school now. Maybe in a few days, we are going to do same thing in our primary school and KG. So every teacher will get, enough speed of internet so that they can conduct. And also not only that, one point, it may be too early for me to tell you, but anyhow, since it has come, let me tell you. You can observe the classes, or you can collect the opinion from classes of hybrid classes or online classes from other schools in Oman. But I'm giving guarantee, my hybrid classes, which we are having, which we plan, my staff and my management, or my even children, parents, whoever supported, they are going to be like role model classes. Maybe some of the parents, even if they can come in a small groups, I can take you to the class and show to them the way it is running. Because there is no strain to the teacher, that, screen time, even to the child also who are coming to school, they will not be having any screen time problem and all. So maybe after success of it, you will be able to speak more than me about our classes.
Thank you, sir. There are repetitions I see in quite a few cases where parents are asking the question, which have been answered by you in one way or the other. However, I'll read this question out. It says, so will the post-midterm exam be held before the vacations or after the vacation?
That is only after the vacation. For primary school students, it will be after the vacation. Post-midterm one, it will be after the vacation. Right now, for higher classes, particularly 10th and 12th, they are going to have board examinations in the month of November, December. A part one, because this year CBSE implemented two terms, term one and term two board examinations, expecting that, in India, there is a lot of fear earlier. Third wave will come, so that now the CBSE planned these two terms exam. In case if the children are not in a position to write first term in the month of November, December, they will be given a chance in March, April. No, in case in certain places, March, April is going to be very dangerous situation we don't know. This is an unpredictable virus. Okay, so to come out of that, what they plan, if the child should attend at least one exam, either November, December exam or March, December exam, or both. So if they attend both, they take the best of that. And if they attend any one, that will be valid. If they don't write, they may not be able to promote the child to the next class.
So can we take another question, sir?
Yeah, maybe you can take another 1 or 2 questions because we have a session at again
Right,
for
sir.
other. Yeah,
Okay, sir.
maximum
This is
another
a-
5 minutes.
Right,
That's
sir.
correct, sir.
This is a query which is a little different from the usual the earlier ones. The parent says that we would like to know the ventilation in the classrooms, as this factor also needs to be considered.
That's what we are telling the parents. Whenever you get a time, particularly maybe if you are not getting time on working days, we will keep open our premises and we'll keep some people at our premises to take you around in the school. Maybe you can come and see and you can tell us where the ventilation is not there.
Right, sir. And finally, I think this is the best way to end, where it says this parent, she says, this is not a question, sir, but it's a small thank you note. She says, dear sir, respected teachers, I am a parent. Thank you so much for giving us the option to continue online classes for KG kids. Due to the pandemic, we were not able to continue to stay in Oman. We were very worried about my son's school as we are in India at the moment. But the support from you all is commendable. Thank you all so very much for your support.
Very good. Be it a KG or be it a primary or even any other class level, we don't want children to be under tremendous pressure. What is going to happen to their future, their academic year? No. We are here to help you to the fullest possible extent to support you, whatever that one. But at the same time, my humble request to all the parents, once again, look at the school as a positive learning center. And we all are trying to see there is equal risk to even to my teachers, everyone. But still, now there is no need of having that much panic situation in this current situations now. So if we can really come forward and then work together like that, so there will be a progress in that, and we will be able to successfully at least to start our new academic year in the month of April, all the classes in school premises without any restrictions. That's what we are looking at.
And finally, sir, I like the way this parent has put it. She says, good evening, sir. ISWK has made our kids camera ready and independent techies. Now I'm really looking forward to start classes from the campus. I think that's a nice way to end the note.
No, exactly, truly. Everybody has acquired the skills which they are supposed to get the skills at post-graduation or undergraduation level. But today they are all equipped with a lot of technical skills, technology operations. So hats off to, again, opportunity. See, whenever the people say, when there is an adverse effect and there is a positive effect also. So during this time, not only kids, even teachers, even principal, everyone, we learned a lot how we can take this our classes much better. And our teachers, there is a lot of a collective effort in sharing the contents, sharing the best practices. And they have come like a good team now. If there is something which I know, immediately I'm just passing on to my friend. So my friends are again, they're doing the same thing. So this type of environment, before COVID, it was not there that much. But now, yes, the moment I get something through WhatsApp or through a mail or whatever the mode, we are trying to, send this information to all. Again, my, if you have any queries or if any, this one, you are feel free to just again write to us so that we will find out the amicable solution to it. Not to be panic, not to worry about WhatsApp messages from various groups, because that like what happened in that, if someone writes negative and the second one also writes negative, third one also writes negative, we are never going to end anywhere. Instead of that, maybe what's the school plan is there. So my only trial is tomorrow onwards, the entire school is going to have, even KG, primary, middle school, and senior school, entire school is going to have pre-COVID timetable. Only KG we just mentioned for 2 hours time, but remaining all pre-COVID timings. So that
Thank you
even
so
when we
much, sir.
come to physical class also, same timings are going to be.
Yes, Shashi ma'am.
Other than that, sir, there have been requests from parents. Several parents have requested that we conduct physical classes simultaneously at all levels because there are siblings at different levels. So keeping that in mind, if the school could consider having physical classes at the same time, instead of having one slot for the KG or the primary and another slot for the middle and the senior school. Like sir has mentioned, that would be taken into consideration, and it's already mentioned by sir, we will be having it in the mornings.
Ma'am, actually there is one more advantage here now. When we start physical classes for higher class children now, supposing if there is a parent or if there is any situation where the family has two children, only one laptop is there. Now, earlier they may be having that issues now. There are certain tiny overlappings also. Now, if the child can come to school, the higher class child, lower class child can attend online classes with that device without any difficulty. In that way, at least you can think of it. Maybe now, over a period of time, in the market also, lot of tablets have come, different sizes or different accessibility. Maybe you can also explore the way of equipping your children with either laptop or tab, so that in years to come, children also will be learning a lot of things online, because now internet is providing a lot of support in the learning materials.
So I think with your permission, we can close the Q&A session.
Yes,
and we
maybe
convey to the parents that,
yes.
yes, if they do have further queries or they need any clarifications, please feel free to mail it to us. We will ensure that your doubts are clarified. So please feel free to write to us. And so as we close, I request Shubha ma'am to say a formal thank you and propose the vote of thanks. Shubha ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, sirs, ma'ams, my colleagues, and a very good evening to all our dear parents. As we've come to the close of this briefing session, on behalf of the managing committee, principal, vice principals, supervisors, we would like to extend our profound thanks for taking time out to attend this session. I'm sure it was very informative and a very fruitful one to all our parents, and I'm sure now you have a better and a clearer picture about the functioning of the school. Looking forward to your continued support as always. God bless and have a great day. Thank you.